The same
Oh,
distance.
okay, I got you.
Now, my answer, I have this about here and about here. And I'm marking my answer right. So, about there, I'm happy with.
So this is 25. Contour
25.
lines.
So it goes round the corner, hits here, and the shapes of these are the same. So where we've got the road and the gutter, they've got a slight fall that way to the gutter. It goes across the rollover gutter and then across the verge. They look like that. All of these ones coming down here look like that. And they either then go that way or this way. These ones go that way, this one goes that way to meet the existing.
What's the 25 contours in here?
25, they've drawn it there.
Oh, okay.
That's 25,
Alright,
and they've
cool.
just taken it straight across. And in fact, what it does is it comes across here, down to the gutter, across there, up the gutter, across that side, and then across that.
So, Can you do that again?
Go on here, across here, down there, down to the gutter, across the other side, up the gutter, across there.
What's that cross there thing?
Oh, okay.
It's the verge.
Oh, it's the verge,
It's that
okay.
verge bit, which is grass. And we can in fact do it even more accurately than that, if we want to, by this here.
Oh, no,
This
no
has
thanks, no
all
thanks.
of your distances.
No thanks. No thanks. It's okay. Do it by eye, do it by eye.
Okay, good. And this is 1 to 100. And you can see the total width of that is 7.5 metres. 3.75, 3.75 from the centre line. Which is the centre line of the paving. So it's 7.5 metres from the centre line. 3.75 each way. So if you really want to be accurate,
No, sorry.
you go from the middle. There's 2.5. That's 3.5. 3.75. It goes from there to there, which means that's where the verge finishes. You see they've done it already. See how their line goes straight outside the end of the paving, which is here? And they do the same this side. 3.75 is there's 5, there's 4, it's just there. And that's as far as they've taken these contours before they've turned the corner. So that's just outside the paving.
What's the distance, the verge distance from the road? That's...
It's actually a metre from the edge of the verge to the gutter.
Okay.
It's actually a little bit more complex than that because they've actually got that bit sloping at a slightly steeper angle. Doesn't matter.
Just draw a straight line over it.
Just copy that as a profile, and that's what the contour is.
Copy it like the... Okay, the shape.
It's
Okay,
just whether or not it moves up or down a bit.
Alright.
Make sense?
And this one here,
Yes.
what was the point of moving that one up again?
I did it inaccurately on my
Yeah.
answer. So it's actually down here, and it goes up, cross, back.
Yeah. So,
And the distance from that centre line, which is where the pit is, to this side is determined by knowing two levels, just here and here, and it goes in between. This side is exactly the same as that. It's like a mirror around that centre line, just like this.
so that's the
That's the centre,
yeah.
and is in fact a
The
perfect
25,
mirror of both
yes.
sides.
You get it, James?
So that line should be drawn in, but that one shouldn't. Just
That's
because
right.
it's a reference.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
There's only one line, which is 25.
Okay.
So can I just ask, how did you get this one again? No, this is going right back to here. Like that's it. Oh, cool, it's got it there. So what's that? P...
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
It's the elevation.
Okay.
And it is 6 metres in from the 10 metres, or 4 metres from north,
Ah, yeah, okay.
and that's actually the edge of the verge.
Sorry, Graham. So what is this then? 25 point.
You don't want to know.
So we only want is a PVI
Yep.
elevation. Alright, that's cool. Alright.
What they do to set out vertical curves is they treat that as a straight line, that as a straight line, and they set out the point where they meet, and then set out what the level will be that's immediately below it. So we don't want to...
Okay.
That, all
Forget
this
about
is
it,
to tell them how to do it. We don't want to know.
Okay.
It's in. All we want to know is what level is it.
Okay.
So work out our contours from that.
So after we work out the road, the left wing and the right wing,
Yes.
the other spot levels, then we do
Yes.
the contours.
Yes,
Okay.
because once you've got the levels of the roads, all these contours just meet them.
All right. Do you mind doing a few examples?
No, I wouldn't mind at all.
Thank you.
I'll give you the classic one. We've got a pit right here at 7B.
That is
What's the level of 7B? No, it's on the frame. 7B, please. Yes, you can tell us. What's the level of 7B?
Yeah. 26.09.
Right, that level is 20. Which way round am I doing it? 26.09.
Yes.
What does that mean? All this level here is 27 point something, so it slopes down the hill, and we know it slopes down the hill because the left leg from here, which is where north is, which is the middle, north, it slopes downhill, looks like that. So if that pit is at 26.09, it means the 26 contour has to be lower than. Make sense?
Yeah.
Kind of.
They haven't changed the 26 contour at all. That's it there, and they're just taking it straight through. It can't do that.
That's cheating.
It's got to go around the bottom of the road. You just move it around the bottom of the road.
But how far do you move it?
That far.
Oh, okay.
Moved. Finished.
Done.
Next.
By eye.
This one. Yep. This one. What's the level of that pit?
What's that? 7C.
Yep.
7C will be. Give me a chance, man.
There,
James.
found it.
What is
Good
it?
job.
27.
So that level is 27.00. That means the contour, 27 contour, has to go through that point. Yes?
Yes.
Where is it? See where they've drawn it? They've got to take it across here, down there, over here, across there. Does it
Why?
do that?
No.
No. What does it do?
You should go from here and just cut somehow.
Now, can you see this side? See the dashed line around here? That means it's got a
Gutter.
gutter.
Yes.
And when you look at a cross section through the left leg,
This is the right one, so left one. See.
left leg, at 10 metres from here, it says just fall it that way. That's because it's past that pit. So after that pit, it all falls just to this gutter. But before that pit, it falls to this gutter, which is the dashed line up here, and to that gutter, which is the dashed line that side. So where's 27? It's got to go up and back. So it's got to do that. Up on the curb, cross the verge. Up on the curb, cross the verge. Back to 27 contour. When you come up here, you'll find the 27 doesn't do that either.
What does it do?
It's going to be a slightly different angle.
Oh, 'cause
When you find out where 27 is, you'll find it moves back this way
Alright.
a bit. So it's going to be somewhere in here, and it goes up the curb, across the verge, and rejoin the dots. There's 27.
To get the how do you get the center of this one? You just like use a circle template or something?
Nope. What you do, I mean you can, but it's got to be that length.
The whole
road. So when you start here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 point.
yeah,
1, 3, 2.
There's only one point where that'll cross, which is right on the edge of that bulge,
yeah.
and that's where that point goes.
So you just go a straight line.
Yes? Not only that, you've got a left leg length of 17.612.
Oh, okay, so you can move it.
So you
if
go
need
from
to.
there, that's right.
Ah.
Back 17.61, what's he?
Yeah.
There's 17.5, 17.7, 17, so I've got to move it back a little bit
Okay.
this way. And the same thing from here. Centre line from there, that's parallel with those two and keeps going in a straight line. It doesn't quite meet this, but as close as anything, and it's that long.
Okay, so you just,
Okay? And then when you measure it, you start from 0 here, 10, 20, 30, that way, 0 here, 10, 20.
So if it's
That's
too,
how we do it.
if this one's too long, you just bend it.
No,
You shift it,
means
you shift the angle.
slight angle.
Okay.
Slight angle to get the right length.
Even if it means not going parallel.
It'll be parallel with that.
So the
It does actually work.
So do you change
When-
the angle there or something?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
So it's break it into 2 lines.
so
Yeah.
parallel, and then shift adjust whatever
If you need to.
If you need to, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. Okay.
Now, the reason I don't want you to do that as a circle is they don't actually meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Somewhere else, yeah. Alright, that's good.
Why don't they meet in the middle? No idea. Doesn't matter. There's another way to do it, and that is this line here, that's the as-built level start of that. That's the as-built start of that. You see, they're not quite the same point,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so it's just for
but they almost are. And then when you look at this one, see how they've got a whole lot of different dimensions along here, different dimensions?
Oh, then we. Oh, okay.
And they are the starting point of either that or that, or one of those. They're almost, I mean, in scale, they're that far apart. So, my pencil's now too fat to draw that. Look, they meet at the same point.
That's good. I like the idea.
If we were doing it at 1 to 100, we could actually see that there was a
Just
difference.
slightly
But at 1 to 500,
All right, cool.
and we only want the contours anyway, we don't need these lines, they meet at the same point.
Yeah.
Easy?
So we shouldn't draw in the final center line.
No, it's not relevant
No.
to us. Even these spot levels down here aren't relevant. All we want is the contours.
This is
Oh, okay.
reference.
Alright, so the spot levels is reference, yeah.
Okay, so what are the contours here? The 35.
You know this bank?